Hi Elise, how are you feeling? Obviously, been waiting for this moment for so long. How's it feel that it's finally arrived?
Yeah, it's really surreal. We got here, and the staff that came out the week before we were here have made it a home away from Wales. Where we are in particular is very Welsh scenery, so we feel right at home already. Honestly, walking in is just everything we've ever wanted, and now that we're here, we're ready to go, and we're really excited.
What does it mean for you personally? Obviously, in the sense of the injury that you had and the kind of race against time to get back fit.
Yeah, obviously the injury at the time was really bad, and it came a personal season for me that I thought I did really well in. Um, so it came obviously at a bad time, but it came obviously also at a good time to be back for this with plenty of time to spare. Obviously, I returned in February with already knowing that the girls had qualified for us. So then it was just an added motivation to be back and to be better and to be ready for the major stage this summer.
How did you deal with Dublin with being obviously unable to be involved? That must have been quite a difficult watch for you.
Yeah, it was obviously really tough. It was tough for any fan watching as well, especially the last 8 or 9 minutes of the game. But it was hard watching the first game, and then it was hard watching in Dublin as someone that would love to have absolutely taken part in the game and be a part of the squad, and that just wasn't the story for me, and it was a real shame. And there was times where I felt like I wasn't as involved as I would like to be, obviously, because I wasn't there as a squad player. But I did everything I could to come to every game, and I was there in Dublin to make sure that I didn't miss out on what everyone will remember as the night that we qualified. And I've still got the stories from the night. I've still got the stories from the game. I still had the exact same emotion and feeling towards the game. Yeah, I was just unfortunate not to be part of it. But halfway through an injury, or just over halfway, when the girls qualify, it's a real added motivation to come back.
You'd have been, I don't know, maybe about halfway through your rehab when Sophie got the same injury. She's obviously a senior player. She's probably very helpful to you when you came in the squad. But did you kind of reach out to her about the knee injury, and did you kind of support each other?
Yeah, it was the first time I was more experienced than Soph at something, because I was obviously a few months ahead. And I just said to her, like, listen, it's obviously awful. The outside world make out it's a lot more awful than it is, because with the support that you have around you, the amount of people that you have around you that have been through something similar or the exact same, you know that you've always got that. Clubs are very in the know now of how to return from this injury safely and better. And I reached out to Soph at the start, like once a week. She probably thought I was annoying at times. And then after that, every month, just to make sure that she was feeling good, and that she was feeling positive, because sometimes you can slip away from the positivity. And it was harder for Soph with her time frame, and she was in a bit more of a hurry to come back, but she has done really well, safely and soundly, and obviously that's all that you ask for from an injury. But it's so great to have her back, and hopefully she would say the same about me, that I wasn't as annoying as I'm thinking I am.
Obviously, it's a tough group ahead. But it's been kind of stated how high caliber the opponents Wales will face. But feels like the squad are kind of relishing the tag of being underdogs and being written off.
I think when you qualify for a major tournament like the Euros, there's only 16 teams here, and that's 16 of the best in Europe. Any group that you fall in is going to be tough. Ours is obviously particularly tough. We've got two of the past champions of the whole competition. But yeah, like you said, it's a Wales thing to do. It's a Wales thing to be an underdog, and we're, like you said, relishing that opportunity, and we want to come here and play in the biggest games, and our group is allowing us to do that, and we'll be more than ready.
It's obviously very it's storm at the moment, but it has been very hot. I think it's going to be very hot on Saturday. Presumably ideal preparation, the fact that you spent the week in Portugal and had a game over there.
Yeah, exactly. We went to Portugal last week, so we've adapted to the heat nicely. Some of our girls play in the heat regularly. And, you know, we've got support staff around us that make sure that we're in the best place possible, hydration, nutrition-wise. We haven't spent time in the sun outside of training because, you know, we've got bigger things than, you know, being out in the sun when we don't need to be. Here is just exactly the same. It's exactly what we've been used to for the past 8 or 9 days. So credit to the team that brought us out to Portugal and now prepared us nicely for the Switzerland heat as well.
Obviously, it's a long time being away first for a lot of the players, but it sounds like golf and book club have been two of the key things. Are you involved in either of them?
Well, I can confidently say I'm not involved in book club because if I said I was, my mum know I'd be lying. But I am the golfer. We went the other day on our day off out in Portugal. We called it Algarve Masters. There was 3 teams of 2, and I was teamed up with Charlie. And I know the others would say that they won if they won, so I'm just going to say that we won. Me and Charlie, I think, again, with the underdog going in, we haven't played as long. I spent a year out not playing golf at all because of my knee. You couldn't do the twist action, so I had to take football more seriously than golf, obviously. And we came back and we took the win out in Portugal. And, you know, we're at a hotel now where it might allow us to do the same in our downtime. We're just seeing if we can get another round in.
Nice to have a trophy before you've even started.
Yeah, exactly. We said the first win came early on in Portugal with the golf, and now hopefully we can follow that here in Switzerland with the football.
And how was yesterday? Because it was what a welcome you got from the school children. I guess it kind of makes it all feel a little bit more real.
Yeah, it was definitely a pinch me moment again. The school children came out in their numbers, and, you know, as a little country that has never qualified, they were really excited to meet all of the Wales players. They were all saying they want us to win, and that's nice. And I think that's credit to also the team that have been here before, the team that brought Sophie out a few weeks ago to go and visit the schools. She had a huge following yesterday with the school kids, and that's just really nice to hear, to come away from Wales and still have that fan base. And I know the Red Wall will be out here for all of our games and all the Welsh fans and all of our families. And now we've got also a good handful of school Swiss kids as well, which is amazing.
Final one for me, and you just touched upon it. I know you come from an absolutely football mad family. Are they coming out, and kind of how excited are they to see you playing at the Euros?
Yeah, absolutely. They're coming out. I've got all my family coming for at least one of the games. My mum and dad will be out here for all of them. They just weren't going to miss this opportunity. And, you know, sometimes you think that it was their major tournament that they qualified for as well. But I suppose it is. You know, they did all the travelling, they did all the hard yards when I was a kid, and now they're here to enjoy the celebration and enjoy the moment as well.
Lovely. Thank you, Elise.
Thank you for all that. I won't keep you too long. Yesterday we had a brief chat about being adopted by Wales. I've got this today. So if I put this on, is that all I need? Is that official? Am I officially part of the Red Wall, or do I need something else?
No, I said yesterday, if you're willing to be adopted by the Welsh, then I think you're already there. I think you're a Wales fan at heart. And, you know, we'll embrace every fan that comes to support us. That's the school kids, and that's you. We hope that we see thousands of bucket hats at the game, because that's just a Welsh thing. That's just our thing, and, you know, we embrace that. And yeah, we're really looking forward to all the supporters, including yourself.